y'all, what's up, what's going on? How y'all doing today? So today we are going to be doing our Basketball Wives review. I'm back like I never left. But I missed what, like 1 or 2 episodes or something like that, I think, right? So Jackie's son, he's going to college, and it seems to be like she's going through her emotional roller coaster right now because he, I guess, is the last child that lives with her, and she just kind of feels like her baby is leaving the nest. She's telling him things like girls smashing in college. I'm like, girl, how you even know if this boy is a virgin? I mean, like, you would hope so. You would think that in your head, but I mean, he is going to college. He's already been through his teen years. Who knows what he's gotten into? And he's like, whoa, like, I ain't signed up for this part. You know, for us to be talking about all this awkward stuff on TV is what he's pretty much saying, you know, like, you know, he don't want to be the laughing stock of school as soon as he gets to college, you know. And she's all like super still babying him, talking about she's gonna get him like a list of stuff for him to take to school and stuff like that, and he's like, nah, yo, you're doing way too much. And I kind of feel like that's the kind of rapport that me and my son kind of have. I mean, not to the smashing extent, but you know, it's kind of like that where he's just like, oh my gosh, like, mom, you be doing too much. But I'm like, you're my little baby, you know. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm like super affectionate. So Evelyn, she's trying to empower single moms and just women in general, because when she was younger and she had her first child, she was 16 when she got pregnant, 17 when she had her child. So she had it rough initially until, you know, she eventually became a baller wife. I can't even say basketball because she went from basketball to football to baseball. I mean, she did all the balls. But, you know, she said she was on WIC and food stamps and all those things because those things was able to help her when she was in need, which, of course, you know, you're single, you're young, you're from the Bronx. These are things that a lot of women have to go through, and luckily, because of these programs, it does actually help. So Jen, she's having like a cancer event later on in the episode to celebrate like her mother's life, her mother's death, and things like that. And a lot of the women can relate, such as Jackie, of course, as well as Feby, her grandfather. And you know, it's just like really one of those events where you can kind of uplift people, share awareness, and things of that nature. But all of a sudden you hear somebody talking about, tell her come outside, tell her come, and it's like, hold on, what's going on here? Why it sound like we in the hood, in the Bronx, in the projects or something? Like, what's going on? So you see Jackie, like, seem like she losing it. Like, this girl's trying to give a speech, like a real touching, heartfelt speech, and she couldn't even. I know it had to be really distracting because it's not like she was reading from a paper. It's like she was saying these things from her heart, from her head. And it's just like all you hear is, tell Feby come out. I'm going to give her 1 minute to come outside and stuff like that. Feby supposedly. But you know, it's one of those things where you know your friend's going to stop you. So you like, I'm about to go outside. And it's like, girl, no, you're not going out there. You already know they're going to stop you. So you acting mad brave. Like, I kind of feel like that's what she was doing. Because she knew she didn't really want to go outside. But she gave the little speech to Jen like, girl, I could definitely relate to you because of my grandfather. I think she said her grandfather, right? And she was like, regardless to anything, you know, I didn't want this to go left. I wanted to be respectful to the event, but I'm about to go outside because she's calling me, you know? And I can admit I've had those moments back in my young days where it's like, YOLO. But at this point, I mean, it's like, for what? Like, what was y'all going to do? I don't think that was a time, place, or whatever for you to be talking about you going outside, you know? We got to kind of pick and choose your battles sometimes. And, you know, it just wasn't the moment. Like, you don't want to look soft or whatever, but it still wasn't the moment because this is about something bigger than petty bullshit, you know? So Kwame, he's back. His dreads got longer, his locks. And, you know, what's her name? OG, she has like this double date thing with her and him and Byron and Cece. They were supposed to be riding horses. They ended up cleaning poop for horses. I mean, they went to a sanctuary. It sounds like the safe haven for horses, pretty much. I mean, It's where they go for like their last ride or something like that. You know, a place where it's like retirement home. That's what it seemed like, a retirement home for horses. So it was no riding going on. It was more so like, oh, if you want to help us clean. It's like, really? Nah, this ain't what I come here for. I mean, they look like they did a little something, but I'm pretty sure they ain't stayed really long. Because who wants to smell poop, clean poop? Nah. They just made it look, they did a few scenes, made it look a little pretty for the camera, and I know they was out real quick when they found out what they actually was doing. Meanwhile, Jackie, she says that there's this blog out that says that Jackie got taken to the hospital for a concussion. Evelyn received the blog article from Shawnee, who had kind of shared it with her. And, you know, they were just kind of like, when did this happen? You know, supposedly, allegedly, it was during the whole roller skating thing. So they just like, who put this article out there? So it had to be either Jackie and her people, because ain't nobody else who's going to put out this bogus article. It was probably that big dude. That dude that called himself her friend, but he was kind of like the bodyguards, acting like he was about to fight them. Like, where you going? You a whole dude, and you super big at that. Like, dude. I don't care, gender inclusive, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, you much bigger than all these females, these old ladies, these young women, all of them. You way bigger. Like, come on. What was you doing? The only thing I could see him doing realistically that would have been okay in my mind would have been trying to pull people apart, separating. That's the only thing you should be doing when it comes to stuff like that. I don't care about any of that other extra stuff. That's just it. So later on in the episode, Evelyn takes Jackie to a polygraph place. And Jackie wasn't really feeling it too much, but she went along because, you know, they went along with her little court thing that she was doing and all that stuff. So she went along with it. You know, and certain questions they asked, there was deception indicated. So she's like, nah, that's not correct. Let's do it again. So they do it again. Same questions, deception indicated. So it's pretty much if she leaked the blog and if she did it in order to get back at Malaysia. I believe those were the two questions. I think it was others as well, but those were the two main ones that Evelyn really wanted to know, and both of them showed that she was a liar. Then she started busting out with the tears, bawling. Like, what you bawling for? Because you got caught? Because you on camera and now people know that you a liar? They know that you did this to get back at your quote-unquote friend, this girl that's been riding with you for all these years? You know, y'all had your problems, y'all came together, it was cool, and, you know, now this is the type of stuff you're doing. Like, come on. With friends like that, I don't care what you're going through in your personal life. If I'm your friend, I'm your friend, and you're supposed to ride for me, not spread lies about me to everybody. Like, you come to me first. So I understand why Malaysia's upset with her, because at the end of the day, if you're supposed to be such a cool friend, you're supposed to come to her first. You're not supposed to go and act like you want to, oh, you're so aware. I mean, you're so concerned, but yet you spreading it to everybody before you even come to the main person who it's about, who's supposed to be so close to you. Like, I'm pretty sure you have a phone number. I'm pretty sure you could call, text, email, like all that stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of times that's why these relationships, be it with husbands, you know, friends, whatever, they tend to fail on these reality shows, is because a lot of people, they wait for the ability to have content as opposed to actually being a good friend. I mean, it's good for TV, but it's bad for real life friendships, you know? But that's just my thought on that. But that was pretty much the episode. Like, I feel like it wasn't really a long episode. It wasn't really a lot that was going on. So I will see y'all on the next one. Later.